Hey, it's Bill Kenny with Keller Williams. I'm out here in Martinsburg at one of my newest listings. You can see this brick townhome right behind me, and I wanted to kind of go over the situation and how I was able to help this seller out. The seller contacted me, and there was a tenant in the property here. I'm going to walk through the property and kind of show you around. But there was a tenant in the property, and they wanted to sell the property because they owed a lot of money on it. They bought it at a time when the market was high, so they had a lot of high debt on it, and they had to hold on to the property for a good amount of time, and just let the renter help pay the mortgage, and then they had to make supplemental payments. So they were negative cash flow on this property. So I stayed in touch with the seller and told him some of the services that I provide. And so when it came time for him to sell it, and when the tenant moved out, we came over and we met at the property. We looked at his financials of the situation, looked at the comparable values of this neighborhood and this property, and based on those numbers, I suggested a couple different options. And the option that appealed most fitting for him was the option for me to get one of my contractors in here, give us a quote, and do some work. And as you can see in this property, we provided the staging, and our contractor did all the painting and a lot of the updates and repairs that were needed to get it to a market sellable position. So you can see there's new appliances. We did the staging. There are some new windows, some new fixtures. Every inch of the place was painted. Some new plumbing work was done. There was a new hot water heater. There was a lot of work that had to be done in order for us to sell this property at a market valuation that made sense for the owner to sell and get out from under the mortgage that he had. So if you're in that situation, you have a property where it needs a good bit of work, and the numbers make sense to where we can get the contractor in to give you a bid and do the repairs, and then we can put it on the market and get a much higher sales price than we would if you were to sell it as is. That's kind of a specialty that I've been working with sellers in Berkeley County, West Virginia, and Washington County, Maryland. So if you have a situation like that, I would be more than willing to walk through the whole process with you and see if we can get a solution that makes sense for you to get out from under the property and hopefully make a couple $1,000s or even more, depending on your financial situation, the comparable values of the property, and the amount of work you want to put into it as to where it would sell. And we can walk through all those numbers. You can be very crystal clear on the outcome. And I've had some success here in the last couple of years helping sellers like that. So once again, it's Bill Kenny with Keller Williams. If you have a property that needs some work and you're looking to list it for market value, I would definitely encourage you to give me a call at 301-707-1678. Thank you.